Hi, Caleb with Brownells here. Back again with Adam from Spiritus Systems. So this is the second video of your basic system setup. This time we're going to be going over chest rigs. So in the chest rig itself, we've decided that we're not going to be carrying plates in the system. So take us through the basics of setting up our chest rig.
Yeah, so chest rigs were kind of our bread and butter for a long time, and that's where we started as a company was with the Microfight chest rig, which is pretty much everything you see here in some configuration. And you're right, you've decided that plates are not what you're going to be wearing for whatever reason. That might just be a mobility thing. It may just be that you're at the range shooting by yourself and you don't want to wear plates for that. Whatever it is, chest rigs are the answer to that. Our chest rig, just like our plate carriers, has a lot of options. As you can see, there's just a ton of stuff on the table here, but again, it doesn't have to be confusing or scary when you're looking at purchasing it. There's a couple of key components that we need to make it a chest rig. So the first thing is what weapon system you're using. That's kind of the first stop. We offer a variety of magazine inserts, submachine gun inserts, like this guy here. We have two different variants. They cover pretty much all the submachine guns that are out there. Our most common and best selling would probably be our 55556 insert, and so on, 762, things like that. We have inserts for it all. And so you start here because that's what you're gonna base the entire kind of rig off of, is what kind of munitions you're carrying. You can see this insert has hook Velcro on both sides, and that's kind of our claim to fame, is the modularity of the rig itself. So this guy has a 556 insert inside of it, so you can just kind of see that it just inserts in there, hooks with Velcro, makes it very easy to change which kind of magazines you're using. So if you buy, this is a Microfight Mark V chassis is what we would call this piece, this Ranger green piece here. If you bought it with 556, you could always change it to 762 or a submachine gun or whatever. So there's a lot of value there in not having to purchase a bunch of different rigs. You can just add a different magazine insert into it. So we talked about the inserts, and the next part of this is we offer a couple of different options for chest rigs. We have the Mark V and we have the Mark IV, which is our older system, but still actually really relevant. We still sell a lot of these. It's a very, very strong product. A lot of guys really like it. The main difference between the two being that the Mark V has a MOLLE field on the front, so you can attach MOLLE pouches to it if you want. And this one has a predefined pouch on the front that uses a flap system, which uses Velcro. So you can see it just opens up. There's another pocket here. Now you can run this without the flap on it. You can put more magazine inserts if you want. This is what we call a full flap, so that covers the whole front. And then we also have a half flap configuration if you want to run pistol mags next to it, which is a really popular configuration. So it depends on which way you're going. You're going to need a couple of different components, but there's that's the main difference. So with the Mark IV, you're going to need some kind of flap and a magazine insert, and then the Mark V, you're just going to need a magazine insert for that base configuration. But both of them are going to require some kind of shoulder strap. And we offer some different variants. Our most popular is by far what we call the fat strap. So basically just this strap here, strap system. This guy attaches with ITW Nexus buckles.
Okay.
And that's just going to allow you to, I can hold this guy up to you. So, basically this guy has a set of fat straps on it, right?
Sure.
That's just going to allow you to wear the chest rig, right, over your shoulders. It is a H harness design, which means that it's going to have two straps coming down kind of in this H configuration for comfort. So you need one of those, and then you also need a back strap, which is this guy right here. And this one goes actually around your waist on the back and attaches back to the rig. So you really have 4 attachment points that are holding the rig to your body kind of at the waist level, and then you have 2 that are attaching here on the chest, and that's what keeps that chest rig kind of right here on your body, kind of in your workspace, and easily to access. So those are like the base configuration requirements. You need the rig itself, you need some kind of magazine insert, and you need the straps. You need the fat straps, or we have a skinny strap, which is a lower profile variant, and you need a back strap to make the chest rig work.
Yeah, so perfect. And these are fully adjustable as well, so they'll fit in pretty much any shape and size person.
Yeah, they are. They're not sized, so you can get them. They just have it just has a tri-glide interface, which you just adjust to whatever size you want. You tighten them up, or you can loosen them out.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. And just like the plate carriers, there's a ton of attachments you can put with them, right?
Sure, absolutely. And that's really the scalability piece of this. If you're if you want to start and you just want to go to the range and just carry a couple magazines and in a more comfortable configuration, a way you can actually train with, then you can start pretty low buy-in. You just get the chest, the base chest rig and some straps. You'll be good to go. All the way up to this guy right here, which is kind of fully kitted out with, pretty much everything you can get for the chest rig. So the piece that's allowing you to attach all these other accessories is called a Thing 2, which is another product in and of itself. But this is a Mark V that's attached to the front of that Thing 2, and then it also gives you MOLLE expansion on the sides. And this is important for guys who are concerned with carrying the tools that they're going to need themselves, not just the weapon tools. So you have storage space on the front. This is one of the pouches we make specifically for chest rigs. It's called a CCS pouch, or it's a sustainment pouch, and that it just gives you, it's just two big zippered pockets, allows you to carry a lot more stuff. We have an Nalgene water bottle holder, and we have this is a Gista pouch. So this pouch is also modular. You can stick magazine inserts in the back of it as well. And then it just has a flap here for general purpose stuff. And then down below, we have a sack pouch hanging there, which is, again, it's just another place to put more equipment. So this pouch was actually designed initially for medical equipment.
Okay.
And the reason being that you can put the med gear center line of the body, and you could reach it with both hands.
Right.
And then also when I designed the original microfight, I was working for the State Department, and we were doing pretty much all of our work was in vehicles. And so I wanted to have my med kit where I could access it easily in a vehicle. Instead of usually you'd wear it on the side, I wanted to have it down below where I could access that easily. So you can add pretty much all these accessories you can add onto the base chassis. And you don't have to have all of them for it to work. You can use any MOLLE pouch that you have. You can have a sack pouch or not. You could put different MOLLE pouches on the front. Kind of really is pick your own adventure as it comes to what you need, what your personal needs are. That rig over there is actually my personal chest rig that I just keep at my house. So that's the configuration that I tend to keep, is just like a lightweight, very easy to grab, very easy to put on. Chest rig that has not a lot of accessories on it in that configuration, but it's kind of just what you would need to respond to maybe something happening in your house, some kind of emergency.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you nailed it with the adventure specific. I mean,
sure.
Especially with being fully modular. And I know we'll get into this a little more with the plate carrier setup video, but you can even just use this as the front placard on the plate carrier.
Certainly. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a big sell with this, is training commonality. So if I were to take, this might be a better example, if I were to take this chest rig and I had this configuration with this pouch and these, or in this Mark V setup with 5.56 mags, and I have an armor setup and I want to transition from, maybe I'm out walking long distance, and I want to have more airflow, stuff like that, carry more stuff on the front, and then I transition into a vehicle where I'm going to be plating up, putting plates and armor on. I can actually just remove this very quickly. It's two buckles, just these top two buckles, unbuckle it, and just put it on my plate carrier, and it's ready to go. So I have that commonality of my equipment where I'm training, no matter how I'm training, if I'm wearing the chest rig or if I'm wearing the plate carrier, I am pulling mags the same way. I have the same equipment there. I know where it is. It's kind of the same muscle memory.
Yeah, and that's awesome, because I know me personally, one of the worst things in the world is trying to wear a chest rig over a plate carrier.
Exactly.
So this eliminates that completely.
Yeah, exactly. And there's, you can wear a chest rig over a plate carrier. It's largely been phased out. Most people, especially with an H harness configuration, Most people have abandoned wearing it over because you don't need to anymore.
Right.
With our plate carrier, it's built in, so it's organic to the carrier. You can just clip the chest rig chassis. You can just clip this guy into the plate carrier, and you're good to go. So you don't need the straps anymore, which eliminates a lot of discomfort.
Yeah.
And that's both the Mark IV and the Mark V, as well as some other products we offer. They're all chest rig compatible and plate carrier compatible.
Excellent. Yeah, that's an excellent point there. And I think that's one of the biggest features for me personally, is that you can just swap back and forth.
Yep. Yeah, all that modularity. I mean, that really is, we try to keep everything in an ecosystem that can work together. The same MOLLE pouches you'd put on your plate carrier, you can put on your thing too, that kind of thing. So.
Awesome. Well, Adam, I appreciate you coming out
and
schooling us on this. And if y'all have any questions or comments, feel free to post them down below. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.